The other day, I was working on some video ideas, and a little thought bubble popped up in my head that just sort of snuck its way in, and it said, what if you don't make anything different? What if you're just about to make something that's no different from anything anybody else has ever made, and no better, and maybe, what if it's even worse? Self-doubt is really difficult to deal with when you're a creative person and you're actively trying to make things to share with other people, with the universe, with the world, with the internet, whatever you want to define where you're sharing things. I've been trying to challenge myself to just make things. Don't worry so much about if they're the best in the universe or in your circle or whatever. Just make things. Who's to say that what I make isn't special or is average? I'm really the only person who's ever going to be that critical about it. Maybe I will make something that's different. You are the only person who has lived your life the way you have. And just by that default, you are automatically having a different perspective than anyone else would have, even if it's in tiny little minute ways. You're the only person to have those differences in the tiny little ways that you may have them, or may not have them. But ultimately, you are by nature someone with a different perspective. Ultimately, my point here is, don't be afraid to make things because they might be average. At the very least, you're making things. You're furthering your creativity. You're sharing something, which is something a lot of people never do. There are people who have tons and tons of ideas and they'll never share them. And even if you are one of those people who never shares their ideas, you have ideas, and that's something to be proud of. Even if they never really come to the fruition that you want them to come to, you still have them. What's so bad about not being special? At the very least, you're creating something, you're having ideas, you're expressing yourself, even if it's internally. And I think that that's really essential to being alive. Don't be afraid of being average. As long as you're safe, and as long as you're kind, what do you have to lose? What's the big deal if something isn't special? I hope the rest of your day and week and life is pretty damn great. I hope that you get everything that you want out of life. And you know why? Because you can make that happen. You can do it. Just takes a little hard work, just takes a little patience. It's gonna be tough, but you can do it. Thanks for listening to me ramble for entirely too long. I'll be doing this again next week, and I hope you stick around to see it. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to go.
I'll see you later.